Hi everyone, welcome back to Acre Farm. I've just got a few treats here for the chickens and I wanted to show you, we've got our new rooster Chippy and he started crowing, but it's super cute because he doesn't really crow unless we go down there at the moment. It will probably change later on down the track as he gets older, but it's normally when he spots us he does like a bit of a cute little crow. So I thought I'd take down some treats and see if I can get it on the camera for you guys. Cracks me up every time. I want to take you on a bit of a tour around the farm. So we are in the middle of May at the moment. We're coming up to winter. There's been lots happening with just like harvesting everything and getting it ready to preserve. We haven't actually done much preserving at the moment. We've just been putting stuff into the freezer to then later on, when we have more time, to actually get some more proper preserving done. So yeah, I thought I'd just take you and show you what's happening in the garden. It's funny, it feels like there's not a lot happening, but there is. There's lots of stuff that's happening. It's just a different kind of I think because it's like midway between the main seasons, between summer and winter, that, you know, you're getting ready to plant all of the winter stuff. We have a whole lot of seedlings going and that kind of thing, but we're not really harvesting anything else. And I think because we've just done the summer harvest, it feels like, well, we should be still harvesting things. But yeah, I'll show you what's happening and take you on a tour, and I'll show you the other trees and the other gardens. Decided I'd actually take you and show you the orchard first before I show you the veggie patch. So this little area here this used to be where our veggie patch was, but the kikuyu grass just took over and just, yeah, a bit of a nightmare. So we decided that this would actually end up being an orchard area, and you know, eventually when all the trees are a bit bigger, we will have a little sitting area in there. So we've got 6 citrus trees in here. We have a lime, an orange, a Mayor lemon, we've got a mandarin, another Mayor lemon, and then we have our random citrus here. It's got lots of fruit that's growing on it. We have no idea what variety it is, but hopefully we'll be finding out soon. It's probably, out of all of the citrus that we have, probably one of the ones that's actually doing the best. So yeah, that's good. It's excellent. We're going to have lots of some kind of citrus. So this is our mandarin tree over here. That one's doing really well as well. This is one of the little Mayor lemon trees. It's covered in flowers. It's got flowers all over it and lots of little fruit coming up. I think this is our lime. Yeah, that one will be the lime tree. That's got a whole lot of flowers coming up on it. Then over here near the chickens, we've got the orange tree that has grown really well. This one here, we have another Mayor lemon. This one like ended up, the leaves all curled and it lost most of its leaves, and we thought it was actually going to be dead, but grown all the leaves back and it's not looking too bad. I had to put the branches there because the chickens kept on digging up all of the mulch that I had around the tree. We've also got our pomegranate starting to lose the leaves. We haven't had any fruit on this. One of my favorite plants, the lemon verbena, that's just doing so well. It's loving life. I need to cut it back. I've taken a whole lot of cuttings off it so that then I think I want to have like a bit of a hedge, lemon verbena hedge, because the smell of it is just incredible. It smells so good. We have our fig tree here that it got attacked by a bug. I can't remember what sort of bug it was, but it still has a few little shoots coming on it. We think it'll be all right. We've got our nashi pear here that seems to be doing really well. We did have a whole lot of fruit on it and I covered it, but then I didn't get around to actually harvesting any of the fruit. So that, I think I gave that I think it was even too far gone for the chickens. So no, I put it into where the lemon verbena is, just around the base of the lemon verbena, just to give it a bit of a boost and a bit more nutrients. Then on the bottom swale down here, we've got our 6 apple trees. Can't remember the names of them. I know there's like a pixie crunch, something or other, something else. I can't remember the names of all of them. Some of them have still got their tags on them. A dwarf gala. This one didn't do so well. It lost all of its leaves, but it's still got a few little bits there. This one, can't remember. This one, can't remember. I've got it written down somewhere. Oh my gosh, okay. So I think we can have a look at what 3 are. This one is the Pixie Crunch. That's still doing really well. It's actually had flowers on it and it's coming into winter. I don't know why. I don't know if it's maybe just a bit confused or I don't know. We'll wait and see. And then this one, maybe a Fuji. Don't know. But that one's another one that's still got lots of leaves on it and still doing really well. Then up here we have a pear, which seemed to really like this spot. We did have a bit of fruit on it earlier in the year, but yeah, it's still got a few leaves there. Then another nashi. We didn't have any fruit on this one, but this one was probably the healthiest looking one, and it's still got new shoots coming on it. And so yeah, I don't know if it's because the seasons have been so strange, or I don't know what, not sure what's going on, but this time of the year they would normally not have leaves, I would have thought, but I could be wrong. We've got an avocado tree that didn't survive. This is a new little spot that we've started getting it all prepared, just slowly, bit by bit. We've still got a whole lot of branches and stuff that we need to chip. We still need to get one hay bale out. I'll show you where, oh, you can probably see it just there. I did some more green manure and spread out a whole lot of hay. But this whole area here, so I'll get to where it starts. Okay, we've got a row of feijoa trees there and some olives as well. We've got a carajong tree that is doing incredibly well. That's really happy. This garden bed here is there because we have a whole lot of plants in there that are the ones that we don't want in the veggie patch because they will start to take over. And then we just have a few other different ones in there as well, like the potatoes and sweet potatoes. But yeah, it's got mint and horseradish were the main 2 that we've got in there. They're ones that they will just take over and we won't have any control over it. Basil mint, that one's doing really well. And I think there is a chocolate mint. Oh yum, that smells really good. There is a chocolate mint here somewhere. Here, that one there. It's just a new little cutting that I've popped in the other day. And then I've got some more just normal mint inside that I've picked it from a friend's place and I'm just waiting for it to actually grow the shoots. So we've avoided having the mint at the moment because we didn't have any raised garden beds to actually put it into. Over here we have a mountain pepperberry or Tasmanian pepperberry little hedge happening. There's a oak leaf hydrangea there in the middle as well that I think we just didn't get to it as much as we thought we would with water during summer. So it did struggle a bit, but it's still doing fine. We've got another one over here that struggled even more. I think because it's so close to the big gums that the big gums will be taking a lot of the nutrients out of the ground. So it didn't go as well as what we were hoping, but that's all right. And then over the other side of the driveway, this is where we've done the green manure. And I've spread a whole lot of hay there as well. So we did a bit of an experiment in this section last year and did the green manure but didn't cover it with hay. And then over there in that area we did the green manure and we did cover it in hay and it did so well. We sort of we knew that it was going to be doing well. I think we just we ran out of time and thought, well, let's, you know, have one part where it's not covered, one part where it is, and see what the difference was. We kind of knew what was going to happen, but it was nice to actually see that, you know, like this area here, it did improve a little bit, but not a huge amount. But then over there, it improved heaps. The ground's a lot healthier over there. And then I just chopped down one of the trees that was dead here. So we've got a whole lot of firewood and kindling and everything that we need to collect, but been using that for the fire recently. We've had some colder temperatures and it's been really nice to have the fire going and being able to heat the whole house. The plan here is, you know, to help improve the soil that's here as well, but also I'm not sure exactly where, but we will be planting a big oak tree that we have here in a pot, but I've just been waiting for this tree to be cut down so that then it doesn't, in case the tree went the wrong way, it didn't hit the little oak tree. Here is the allium garden, which I think in the last video I was weeding it and cleaning it up and the grass has come back. We've been really busy, so we haven't had a chance to actually plant more onions and garlic yet. I mean, it's not too late. We're still in May and you can plant garlic up until, I'm pretty sure it's up until May, but yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Last year it was, I think it was about May the 5th or something like that, that we planted the garlic and we had an incredible harvest. So it would have been good to have it in earlier, but it's absolutely fine. There's lots of peas that are popping up in some of the rows just from the pea straw. So that'll be good. It'll be adding more nutrients back into the soil to get it all ready for some garlic and onions. And then coming up the driveway, we've got our olive trees down there and I've been working on adding to that as well. Got our cherry trees, one on each side of the driveway. Then we've got another 2 caradong trees and another olive. And then this is coming along to my nursery garden, which is where I've planted a whole lot of things that I will actually end up being able to either propagate or like take cuttings from, or take them out and separate the plants so that then I can actually keep replanting it. So this whole area is doing really well, especially considering we've had such strange seasons, but the salvia is doing really, really well. I've taken lots of cuttings of all of those because they're beautiful. This purple one, I bought that one, but then every single other salvia that's in here has actually been grown from cuttings that I've taken from friends' places. So that's awesome. That'll be really nice. I'll be able to have that all over the place. It doesn't like the frost, so I'm tossing up whether or not I cover it for winter, but I do have a whole lot of cuttings in the greenhouse, so we'll see how we go. Coming into the entrance of the veggie patch. So we've got our kiwi fruit here in the entrance. We still haven't done our archway. This is the broad bean hay that we had, and we've ended up having a heap of grass from it, which, I mean, that's one of the things, it's like part of taking a bit of a risk, and because we just got it from the side of the road, so we had no idea what could possibly be in it, but we thought we'll give it a go. But yes, we've got a bit of weeding to be done. Here's the capsicums that didn't do very well. We've got our basil that is starting to struggle. Some chilies as well. The chili plants here did okay. The chili plants down the other end down there and then over the other side of the veggie patch did heaps better. I've been watching some other videos and people have got these beautiful pumpkins that they're harvesting and putting them inside to cure and everything. And ours are just, I think I planted them too late. This is probably the best one in here. And it's, yeah, already damaged, but oh well. We've also had a few just really light frosts, which the pumpkin hasn't liked either. So I think I might just need to pull that one out. Got some rainbow chard that's coming along really nicely. I've been using that one lots. You can see I've taken lots of leaves off that one. Some zinnias, some lemon basil, some more rainbow chard, some tomatoes that I might take a few more of those off. We've got a whole lot of broad beans popping up, which is great. That's been one of the good things. So that the broad bean hay, it was a bummer that it had the grass in it, but we did sort of hope that it would have broad beans in it that would actually pop up. So that's great. That's going to help improve the soil. And we also didn't have any broad bean seeds, so that's been a positive. But our chives doing well. I think I need to, we had our peanuts in here and it's time to, I might just let them die off and then they might come back, might not. Then this section here, we planted some peas and I did some lettuce and some nasturtiums in between. So because aphids really just love eating peas, but they also love eating nasturtiums as well. So I've put nasturtiums in between, so hopefully it looks like snails or slugs have gotten at it. And then you put heaps of coffee grounds in there as well. Hopefully that will help with the slaters eating the peas. Mexican sour gherkin, we never got anything off that, but leaving it there just in case. Some rocket, some random volunteer rocket, some more lettuce and some spinach. Then some coriander that's popping up, some volunteer coriander. So I've been using heaps of that, and look, it's all through the pathway as well. It's literally everywhere. The chilies, we're going to have to harvest all of these chilies here. Yeah, and I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to try to overwinter some or not. I don't know. I think I might put some into a pot and see if I can keep them up near the house under cover so that then they don't get damaged with the frost. But we'll wait and see. I might just see if I can cover them with something like this. This is going to be more brassicas in here, the ones that are up in the greenhouse. We'll be planting them here soon. Then this is our first lot of brassicas and being covered up so that then the cabbage moth doesn't get to it, but they are looking incredible. So it's mostly the Romanesca broccoli in there. But yeah, they're looking beautiful. They're looking so, so good. Look at the water sitting on top of the leaves there. This is our patch of basil. So we did a whole garden bed. We had heaps of, earlier on in the year, we had heaps of basil plants that started doing really well. So got a little bit excited and planted hundreds of basil seeds in this garden, and most of them came up, but then it got too cold and they didn't grow. So we have still, managed to actually get a few leaves off them, but not as many as what we would have wanted. Celery, more chilies that we'll need to harvest. This is the flower patch that I wanted that one when, I don't know, I just thought I wanted to have edible flowers in the veggie patch. One of the things I've tried to do is make sure that the flowers that are in the veggie patch are all edible. So because we have, friends visit with little ones and that kind of thing, I just thought it'd be better to make sure that pretty much everything in here is edible, and then have another patch, which I've got a whole lot of seeds that I want to plant soon too, of flowers that are not edible, but you can use them for cut flowers. So we've got cornflowers and calendula and marigolds and cosmos and feverfew as well. So that's, most of it has finished, and I've collected a whole lot of seeds. We've still been able to use a few of it on some of the meals, but yeah, most of it has started to die off. Then we've just got some perpetual spinach, some parsley, some thyme, and more calendula, more thyme, spring onions and chives, Vietnamese mint, and some more parsley. There's some rocket, some volunteer rocket that's been popping up in between. More volunteer rocket. This is where we had some of the rocket plants that ended up falling when they went to seed. So now we've just got rocket seed popping up everywhere, but that's great. We've been using it. These are the carrots that I still need to thin out. I started to thin them out, and then I realized that there were actually these beautiful, delicious, tasty, tiny little carrots. So I started putting them out and then thought I'll use them actually in the meals, but I didn't want to waste them. So yeah, we've managed to eat quite a few. Our beetroots that we need to pull out. Some more volunteer coriander there, which I've been using a lot of. The artichokes have started to pop up again. These ones didn't do very well last year. Broccoli that has popped up. That one was one that was overwintered. So I've been getting a few bits of broccoli off there. I'm just sitting here and editing and realised that I lost the last little bit of footage that I had of me speaking. So I've still got all the footage of all the gardens, so I'm going to just do a voiceover. This is the regretful raspberry patch. It has just gone mental. It's taken over 2 garden beds and gone through the pathways as well. So I'm hoping to try and sort that out this weekend, but we'll see how we go with that. Our chilies have done so well. This is the jalapeno pepper, and it's so super tasty. It's really sweet and got a really nice little kick to it. The cayenne peppers are incredible. We've eaten heaps of these. They're so, so good. These ones we need your help with. Let us know in the comments what you think they might be. We think that they might be a bird's eye, but we're not quite sure. So yeah, help us out and let us know what you think. Some sweet potato doing nicely, and some spring onion, and next to that is the blueberry bush that started to get some new shoots on it and seems to be doing all right. That's a weed, I think. I need to look that one up. Or let us know what you think. That is the rainbow chard stem, and asparagus that is doing really well. Some nasturtiums, they're always tasty. Got our finger limes, one there, and another one there. They've been growing really well, and we've actually eaten one of them, and they're so super tasty. We haven't tried one of those ones yet though. Sage is going really well. We've been picking heaps of that and drying it for all different kinds of meals. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed just having a little tour around the veggie patch. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.